Good evening, student. After learning how plants are able to absorb the water from root up to the vascular bundle, now in this video we'll try to learn about the process by which the plant will transport this water to its various parts. In this video we will also learn that this process is active or passive, and as the water is moving against the gravity, which type of forces will actually help the water in this transport mechanism. So let's start with our video lecture. We have already learned that absorption of water will takes place in two steps. We have divided this absorption of water into two steps. So this is a shoot system of plant and this is the root system. So we have already learned that the water from soil is absorbed up to the vascular bundle in the last video. In that we have mentioned that the root hair, which is the outgrowth of epidermal cell, will actually absorb this water through the layer of cortical cells. Then there is a layer of endodermis, which is a barrel shaped cell with Casparian strip, and inside we are having the xylem tracheids and vessels. So we have already seen the path of water from root hair up to the xylem. So for this transport, the water can take two types of pathways. One is apoplastic pathway, in which the water from root hair will move from pericircular spaces or from the cell wall to reach up to the endodermis, and in endodermis the water will take the symplastic pathway. It will pass through the passage cell to ultimately reach up to the xylem vessels. Clear? Or other thing is the symplastic pathway, in which the water will move from root hair into the cortical cell. From cortical cell it will move through plasmodesmata, and then it will again be symplastic in endodermis, and again it will enter the xylem. Clear? So this process we have already learned these two types of pathway, that is apoplastic pathway and symplastic pathway. Now in this video we will try to learn that how this water, which is absorbed up to the point of xylem, will now get transported to the various part of the plant. This transport of water in the vascular bundle is called as ascent of swab, and this ascent of swab is helped by two principal forces. Number one is root pressure and second is transpirational pull. So what we have said, now we have to learn about the process ki how this water will actually get transferred to the plant in the various parts. This process is called as ascent of swab. And for ascent of swab we are having two principal forces. Number one, we are having root pressure, rotational pull. ओके, सो जो भी पानी है जो जाइलम वेसल से अभी प्लांट के विविध हिस्सों में ट्रांसफर होगा, उसके लिए दो मेन फोर्सेस काम करेंगे। एक फोर्स है रूट प्रेशर और दूसरा फोर्स है ट्रांसपिरेशनल पुल। Now talking about the root pressure is actually a pressure potential of water which is present in the trachea element. This is a positive type of pressure which will get generated into the vascular tissue, that is xylem, due to absorption of water. Okay, what will happen in case of xylem, as this xylem will actively absorb the mineral ions. So this xylem will actively absorb the mineral ions, and due to absorption of mineral ions, the osmotic potential of xylem vessel will lower down. Due to this lower osmotic potential in xylem, the water will automatically enter the xylem column, and this entering water will create a pressure inside the xylem. This pressure is a positive pressure which will push the water upside in the xylem column. क्लियर? हमने ऐसा कहा कि जो भी xylem के सेल्स है, इस xylem के सेल्स में एक्टिव एब्सॉर्प्शन होगा आयन का, और वो एक्टिव एब्सॉर्प्शन होने के वजह से उसका ऑस्मोटिक पोटेंशियल कम हो जाएगा। ऑस्मोटिक पोटेंशियल कम हो गया, इसलिए पानी जो है वो एंडोडर्मिस पेरीसाइकिल की लेयर क्रॉस करके xylem में ऑटोमेटिक एंटर हो जाएगा। ये जो एंटर होने वाला पानी है अब xylem में एक पॉजिटिव प्रेशर क्रिएट करेगा। ये पॉजिटिव प्रेशर उस वाटर कॉलम को ऊपर जाने में मदद करेगा। ये पॉजिटिव प्रेशर जो है उसे हम रूट प्रेशर के नाम से जानते हैं, लेकिन रूट प्रेशर डेवलप होने के लिए दो इंपॉर्टेंट कंडीशंस प्रेजेंट रहनी चाहिए। नंबर एक, वाटर जो है वो सॉइल में से कंटिन्यूअसली एब्सॉर्ब होते रहना चाहिए, और नंबर दूसरी कंडीशन है कि जो ट्रांसपिरेशनल लॉस हो रहा है वो एक तो कम होना चाहिए या तो जीरो होना चाहिए। Okay, so there are two main conditions which are responsible for generation of root pressure. Root pressure के generation के लिए दो important condition चाहिए। Number one, there should be a continuous absorption of water. And number second, the transpirational loss should be low or none। जब भी ट्रांसपिरेशनल लॉस नहीं होगा और पानी कंटिन्यूअसली एब्सॉर्ब होते रहेगा तब सबसे ज़्यादा रूट प्रेशर डेवलप होगा। ट्रांसपिरेशनल लॉस कब नहीं होगा और कब ट्रांसपिरेशनल लॉस सबसे कम होगा? अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग, जब स्टोमेटा ओपन ही नहीं होते, या तो फिर लेट इन द नाइट जब स्टोमेटा बंद हो जाते हैं, या तो फिर एटमॉस्फेयर में ज़्यादा मॉइस्चर है। अगर एटमॉस्फेयर में ज़्यादा मॉइस्चर है तो डेफिनेटली ट्रांसपिरेशन का वाटर एटमॉस्फेयर में बाहर नहीं निकलेगा। इस कंडीशन में, इन ह्यूमिड कंडीशन, व्हेनेवर देयर इज मोर मॉइस्चर इन द एटमॉस्फेयर, द ट्रांसपिरेशन थ्रू द लीव्स इज मिनिमम, and during that period if the water absorption is continuous in the plant, then that time root pressure is maximum. This root pressure is not a very prominent force, it will just pushes the water up to certain limit. We can easily demonstrate this root pressure in case of plant. If we take a herbaceous plant, okay, early in the morning, in case if we take a herbaceous plant and water this plant adequately, and then early in the morning if we cut the stem at certain height, let's say for example if we have cut the stem at this height, then we can actually see that water which is coming from the soil up to the xylem is oozing out from the stem as a continuous flow. ओके, सो हमने ऐसा कहा कि रूट प्रेशर को डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करने के लिए हम एक सिंपल एक्सपेरिमेंट कर सकते हैं। हम क्या करेंगे कि हम एक हर्बेशियस प्लांट लेंगे, उसको अच्छे से पानी डालेंगे, और पानी एब्सॉर्ब करने की प्रोसेस उसकी जब चालू हो जाएगी तब हम इस हर्बेशियस प्लांट की स्टेम कुछ हाइट पे काट देंगे। जैसे ही हम इस स्टेम को कुछ हाइट पे काटेंगे तो हमको उस स्टेम कट एंड में से वाटर ऊज होता हुआ नजर आएगा। ये जो ऊज होता हुआ वाटर है, अगर हमने रबर कैथेटर की मदद से जमा किया, इफ वी कैन actually put a rubber catheter which can collect this exudate into beaker, then we can actually measure the rate of exudation as well as we can measure the content of exudation। अगर हमने रबर कैथेटर की मदद से ये सारा पानी जो ऊज आउट हो रहा है उसको जमा कर लिया, तो हम एक्सुडेशन का रेट भी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं और एक्सुडेट का कंटेंट भी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं। और एक इफेक्ट जो है जो रूट प्रेशर के कारण दिखता है वो होता है गटेशन। गटेशन जो इफेक्ट है, गटेशन इज द लॉस ऑफ वाटर in the form of liquid water through specialized opening called as hydathodes। हर्बेशियस प्लांट्स में या तो फिर ग्रास ब्लेड के ऊपर ग्रास लीव्स में वी आर हैविंग सर्टेन स्पेशल टाइप्स ऑफ ओपनिंग विच आर कॉल्ड एज hydathodes, and whenever the stomata is closed in the late night or in the early morning, these hydathodes are open. During this time, as the transpiration loss is minimum, the water will accumulate and will get out from the leaf blade through this opening called as hydathode in the form of liquid droplet. This process of losing the water in the form of liquid is called as guttation. Do remember कि losing the water in the form of water vapor is called as transpiration, and transpiration will takes place through the opening called as stomata. This guttation is the loss of water in liquid form through the opening called as hydathode. Do remember this point. So what we have learned up till now, कि the ascent of swab, that means the flow of water in the vascular bundle will be helped by two important processes. One is root pressure and second is transpirational pull. Root pressure is a positive pressure which develops when there is continuous absorption of water from the soil and when there is minimum or lowest transpirational loss. As there is no transpiration and as the water is coming in continuously inside the vascular bundle, it creates a pressure inside the vascular bundle. This pressure is called as root pressure. This force is not a very strong force, but definitely it will push the water up to certain height. Okay, we can demonstrate this by this simple experiment in which if we cut a plant, then the liquid will ooze out from the cut end. This root pressure is also responsible for the process of guttation, which is seen in case of herbaceous plant or in case of grasses. Guttation is the loss of water in the form of liquid droplet through the opening called as hydathode. Root pressure is a weak force. It cannot help in the ascent of swab, but it is definitely responsible for pushing the water up to certain height. The main function of a root force is to provide or maintain a continuous chain of water molecule which breaks under the tremendous pressure of transpirational pull. That is the main work which root pressure will perform. Okay, so what work the root pressure will perform? It will maintain continuous chain of water molecules in vascular bundle. ओके हमने ऐसा कहा कि रूट प्रेशर एक वीक फोर्स है, वो ज़्यादा करके असेंट ऑफ स्वैप में ज़्यादा मदद नहीं करेगा, लेकिन डेफिनेटली ये वाटर कॉलम को एक धक्का देगा जिसके वजह से वाटर कॉलम थोड़ा सा ऊपर चढ़ेगा। लेकिन जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट काम है जो रूट प्रेशर करेगा वो है कि ये जो वाटर यहाँ से मूव हो रहा है, ये वाटर के मॉलिक्यूल एक कंटिन्यूअस चेन में है, हर एक मॉलिक्यूल वाटर का एक में से अटैच है। लेकिन जब भी ट्रांसपिरेशन के कारण वाटर मॉलिक्यूल का लॉस होगा तो ये चेन ब्रेक हो जाएगी, और इस चेन को मेंटेन करके रखना ये काम है रूट प्रेशर का। सो दिस इज एवरीथिंग अबाउट द रूट प्रेशर, दैट इज द फर्स्ट फोर्स विच इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर ascent of swap. Now in the next video we'll try to learn about this transpirational pool. Thank you.